Let me in now, and it could be now.
How do I look? Let's go nun some shit up. Oh, come here. Huh? You're crooked. Oh, okay. Now we're good? Yeah. Now let's nun some shit up. He's lost the plot.
Put your hat on, hurry.
Shit! Oh, it's hot! It's hot! It's hot! Alright. We're good.
Did you say beers?
Oh, thank God you guys are here.
How about that? What's going on, guys and gals? Welcome to Good Real Hunting. It's your boy Brad, and
What the hell? You're not Brad.
Now wait just a damn minute. I must be out of my mind over here because there seems to be a stranger over here, the side of me. No, I'm just kidding, guys. But you see him over there?
Yeah.
Oh, listen, our boy Brad is back in, I would say studio. He is back in-house, ready to rock with us. And listen, we have an incredible show planned out for you guys tonight, but I wanted to take the lead here, and just for half a second, want to get the chat. Can we throw as much love and praise toward our boy Brad as humanly possible? He has had his cup absolutely filled to the top and rolling over for the past couple of weeks here, past month or whatever. Been really going through the ups and downs. So let's shower him in as much love and praise as we can. And if we can, chat, can we get a Hail Gary going in the chat over there just for Brad's late father? One of the coolest dudes I've had the opportunity to be around, really a chill guy. So can we get a Hail Gary going in the chat? That would really make my day. And that's my piece. I just wanted to open with that. And then, Birdie, you lead them on down the line.
Before I actually do that, Brad, is there anything you just want to say? Because I know it's been such a long time since you've been back, but now you are here. I know you want to say, I have a good feeling you want to say something to our good, real community that's been behind you.
Yeah, it's good to be back. That's for sure. I've missed everybody. I've missed doing this, and it's been a crazy, chaotic month or two. But we're here. We're back. I'm back in business here, and I couldn't be more excited to be back with everybody tonight. And we got a fun little show planned out. And I'm ready to rock and roll, ladies and
Hell
gents.
yeah. And do you even know what the hell we're doing, gentlemen?
Tell me about it.
I will tell you about it, studs. Tonight is the debut episode of The Final Cut. What in the hell is The Final Cut? The Final Cut is pretty much, if you are a sports fan, you know what Part of the Interruption is, where they go through sports topics on a daily basis and talk about it. But instead, we're going to put our horror, good, real twist into that concept of a show. So there is no timer. We're just going to shoot the shit with all these particular categories. We're going to pretty much say our opinions on each and every single one of them. And then we're going to end the show with currently what we are watching, just laid back. And I came up with a game for Brad and Chris to play. And I'm going to be holding a standing of like who has the most wins for every time we do a Final Cut episode. And then dead and gone is we will log you out for the evening.
Yeah, it sounds like a good time. It's going to be a nice little Thursday night here on Good Roll Hunting. Going to have a lot of fun. I feel good about it.
The official new era of Good Will Hunting has officially begun. And as you see on our logo right beside there, we are officially now on podcast. So for all of our podcast listeners, when this episode or this live stream comes out, we appreciate you listening in. Leave us a 5-star rating and leave us a little comment down below and see if we're doing a good job, a bad job, or just a thumbs up will just do.
Yeah, or leave us a 1-star rating if you fucking hate it, you know?
Oh, well, no, come on now. Don't do that. They can lie and hate us.
Just not a 0.
Yeah, just not a 0.
Yeah.
Like, zeros would be greatly not, well, they will not be appreciated, but anything above a 0 is always greatly appreciated. See, we'll still be our goofy selves, but let me say hello to the chat, thank our patrons and YouTube members, and we will get this killer intro and going into our first topic of the evening. We got Lamantra. What's going on there, Lamantra? How are you doing? We got Ashton's in the house. What's going on there, Ashton? We got Chester. What's going on there, Chester? Good Real Hunting, as per usual. We don't know who those asshats are, but they're excited for the new era.
Fucking losers.
So we got Brother Fluff, Flamethrower. What's going on, Brother Fluff? How are you doing? We got Denise Wheat. What's going on there, Denise? How are you doing? Let's see here. We got Bubba G. Man, dude, I love this son of a bitch. Where have you been, Bubba G?
He's been
That
around for a
motherfucker
long,
shows up
long
like
time.
yeah. Every now and again he pops up. It's kind of weird.
Oh man. So and Brother Fluff, yeah, we experienced a little bit of technical difficulties, and Brett close the tap to the lesbian bitchin' porn, and everything should work out just fine. It worked. I appreciate you. It was a short virus. So let's see here. We got Melissa. What's going on there, Melissa? How are you doing? I can't Gory, if I can't remember, I've already said hello to you. If not, hello, Gory. How are you doing, my friend? We got Atonis. What's going on there, Atonis? How are you doing? We got Rosie, my dear Rosie. Podcasters, you won't be able to see this, but if you're watching with us on YouTube currently, we're giving Rosie all for roses because she deserves each and every single one of them. So there you go, Rosie, my dear. What else we got here? We got a good amount of hell Gary, so I love to see that. Love to see it. We got Leanna. What's going on there, Leanna? How are you doing? Hopefully all is going well with you. We got Yo Adrian. How you doing? Welcome to the new era.
Buongiorno.
So let's see here. Brother Fluff with a $5 super chat. And yes, if you are in that YouTube comment section right now, you notice a little target at the top of it. I gave you all a little challenge. If you do that, well, 5 total super chats, but Brother Fluff did the first one. So if we can get 4 more super chats, I will add to the podcast a review for 28 days later and 28 weeks later to go along with the 28 years spoiler-free review that will drop on podcast and YouTube tomorrow because I got a chance to see that today. And we'll go over that a little bit, like just some initial thoughts, a little sneak peek of that episode. Brother Fluff says, "Hell, Gary, much love, Brad."
That's
hey,
right.
Thanks, dude. I really appreciate it.
Keep the Hail Garys rolling in.
Yeah, please keep them up. And then we got our Life in Horror. I believe this is Sam. Sam, how are you doing? Hopefully all is going well between you and Brendan. So let's see here. We got Davey Devray, one of our newest Richmond. What's going on there, Davey? How are you doing, buddy? We got Zodiac Z. What's going on there, Zodiac? How are you doing? Hopefully all is going
right, baby.
well.
Your second favorite BBC is back in the building.
Blu-ray Addict. What's going on there, Blu-ray? Hopefully you're finding your addiction to the Blu-rays. You're winning the good fight, sir, and we appreciate you being here. We got our lovely wrench woman, Brooke, to go along with Rosie, who's also a wrench woman. What's going on there, Brooke? How are you doing?
Your wrenches?
Yeah, wrenches. Gene Whitcomb. What's going on there, Gene? How are you doing? Hopefully all is going well with you as well. Excuse me. I had to do a little hiccup right there. We got Eli Cortez. What's going on there, Eli? How are you doing, buddy? Hopefully, all is going well. And I bet you can throw some of those links out there for anybody that you feel like deserves it in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see here, and that is it for the moment. So let's thank our amazing Patreons right here, and podcast listeners. As you're listening here, we always thank our real hunters. They're the official backbone of this channel. So if you want to keep supporting what we're doing, the Patreon link is in the description down below. It should be in the description along with all the podcast episodes as well, where you can join any tier to your heart's desire. So you all could be real hunters today. But just in case that Patreon confuses you or concerns you, that's okay, because we also got the YouTube memberships available as well. The hottest ticket to support Good Real Hunting as a YouTube member, because we got a tier for as low as 99 cents where you can absolutely just support us, and every amount of support is greatly appreciated, where you can earn emojis, badass. Well, no, you can use badass emojis, earn cool badges, much, much more, and you all can be real hunters today. And Brad, I haven't heard this in a long time. What can they do if they can't do any of that?
If you can't do those items, that's okay. Just being here is cool. Telling your friends about us, sharing, liking, subscribing, jumping in on the comments, all that stuff helps out as well. We appreciate all those good times, and we thank you for your support.
Hell yeah. And we also got Byron, who just joined us. What's going on there, Byron? How are you doing?
Byron?
So without further ado, are we ready, gentlemen?
Let's rock, dude. I'm pumped up.
All right, let's freaking do it. So our first topic of the evening is going to be Robert Eggers is set to direct the newest adaptation of A Christmas Carol. And it's going to be looked over by Warner Brothers. So I got to ask you, gentlemen, just to start off the gate, is Robert Eggers the perfect director for this adaptation of A Christmas Carol? So let's go with Chris first.
Yeah, I mean, I think as a lot of people know, the novel is quite a bit darker than the I think the sort of lighthearted affair that the movies or that those adaptations have sort of turned into. So I think that if Robert Eggers goes back to that sort of darker version of it, I think it's excellent. And we're talking about Willem Dafoe as being eyed to play Scrooge. I think it's excellent casting.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of other side characters in there that could really, his casts are always great. So I can only imagine that he would fill it out with a great cast. And we talked about this briefly on the last episode. We kind of touched on it a little bit. I mean, I think that I would personally like to see Robert Eggers do a little bit more original stuff than to keep doing adaptations. But that being said, if he goes down that road, I think there's no doubt that he'll kill it.
Hell yeah. Brad, anything to add on to that?
Just Willem Dafoe running around. Hey, you! I can't do the Willem. No, that's Christopher Walken. Either way. Okay. So, no, I think it's perfect too. It really intrigues me to see him do something. I think he'll give it a little bit of a darker edge, but it's still not going to be considered like horror. To see him step out into a new genre and do like a Christmas movie, a Christmas classic, I think is really exciting, because I think the kind of the vibes you get from the actual story is that kind of darker, gothic kind of world or whatever. I don't know. At least that's kind of how I feel about it. And I think he could really put a good world together for this, and I think he'd make the ghost sequences and stuff very effective as well, and unique.
Yeah, and just for me to add on to it, I think this is just a match made in heaven. You know the phrase "a match made in heaven." If there's like a definition you could look up in a book, it's definitely this one right here. Robert Eggers in A Christmas Carol, William Dafoe as Ebenezer Scrooge. All of it is so perfect to me. Once we get a release year of when this is coming out, it will be my most anticipated movie of that particular year that it does come out. And what is also be great. It's just, Nosferatu uses like, the cinematography and all that with like the colors of blue and all that. Imagine what he's going to be able to do with all of this with A Christmas Carol. As Chris alluded to, like the ghost scenes and all that are going to be visually stunning. So yeah, absolutely all the way. Give me this damn movie.
Yeah, and it's a layered story as well, and him being able to kind of dig deep into some of that stuff from a visual standpoint. Excited, man.
Mm-hmm. So let me show a couple of these comments and saying hello to people who are just coming in here slowly. We got Jamie Hart. What's going on there, Jamie? How are you
Oh,
doing?
Jamie?
Saying I agree with Brett. Eggers and A Christmas Carol is a great match. I absolutely agree with that statement. So great minds seem to like there, Jamie. We got Horror Head Heather joining us. What's going on there, Heather? How are you doing? And Blu-ray wanted to add down, I'm down for a Robert Eggers Christmas Carol movie, but I kind of wish he would just stick to directing original stuff, just like Chris said, like his first couple of movies. So let's see here. All right, just checking the chat. I think we're good. And the only other question I have left here, fellas, is just what is your all's favorite telling of A Christmas Carol? What is your favorite Christmas Carol movie?
Oh, Scrooged, is it?
Yeah,
Bill
that's
Murray.
what I was. Yeah, I was gonna say too. Far from the dark origins of the novel and everything, but yeah, I think that's probably but that's definitely the funnest adaptation, I think. Now, to be fair, I did not watch the one. I want to say Guy Pearce did a version of it for FX a couple years ago. That was like a series or something like that. And I didn't watch that one. But yeah, Scrooge is probably my favorite.
Okay, so both of you are a bunch of Scrooges with some Bill Murray. I love it. I'm gonna go just like classic here. I'm a kid at heart. Yeah, Eli Cortez, I agree with you. Bill Murray is definitely a freaking legend, so I easily agree with that. But I think my favorite adaptation, I'm a kid at heart, so I'm always gonna love the animated one with Mickey Mouse, the Mickey Mouse version. With
Hey, Mr.
Scrooge
Scrooge.
McDuck. Yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
Scrooge. Humbug. And then just the big, the first ghost is that big guy. He goes, fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell. Like, dude, that's just, all that's classic. And that, you gotta admit, that last, like, couple of scenes in the movie of that one are scary as hell. With Pete playing the Ghost of Christmas Future. Like, daggum.
I'm still going back to this Willem Dafoe as Scrooge thing, though. I mean, just
I know every time you hear a line, you just keep him saying it like super serious, like humbug. Yeah,
I'm thinking he brings in his character from the Lighthouse and just becomes Scrooge with that same persona. Him just, why don't you wipe me floor, sir?
Can I add one thing though? He has the huge like 3-foot pipe from Nosferatu. He's just puffing on that thing the whole time,
What do you want with being a wiki?
What's the other? The only medicine is drink.
Oh, you're not falling to be gold there.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I was like, we could keep going with some William Dafoe in the Lighthouse. Absolutely. So, gentlemen, before we move on, is there anything else you want to add to Robert Eggers' The Christmas Carol news?
Nary, we've covered it all.
Carry on. Nice, and I feel like the chat is bringing up some good things too. So I appreciate the chat. Chat it up. Or if you're watching after fact, again, leave a comment. Let us know what you think about Robert Eggers and A Christmas Carol. And also a lot of our news tonight is for the main source I used for it, and I'll mention different if I use a different source, is Deadline. Deadline is the website that I trust a lot with all current horror news that is present. So let's go ahead and get to our next short little topic here. We got Violent Night 2. Let me get my notes here for Violent Night 2. Officially has a release date Wednesday, December the 4th of 2026 is pretty odd that it's going to be opening on a Wednesday. So I'm sure that's a typo somewhere. Or I bet you when we get closer, they might move it up a couple of days to reach that Friday goal. And of course, Tommy Workula, as I've been always earlier, I was recording a podcast. I say I will always butcher the hell out of names. So again, forgive me when I butcher these names. Brad and Chris find this the most funniest thing ever.
Except when you call us Chris and Broad.
Well,
Yeah.
I never said that. Chris and Brad, would you pay attention? But no, Tommy Workula is set to return as the director. And of course, we're going to get our boy David Harbour is coming back as playing good old Saint Nick. So I just got to ask you, gentlemen, any excitement for this sequel? Brad, we'll actually start with you first.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I thought the first movie was a lot of fun. I think I watched it for the first time maybe last December. I can't remember. I know I missed it the year it came out. But it's a lot of fun seeing David Harbour in this role as Santa Claus kicking ass, John Wick style. You know, he's out there killing people with candy canes and icicles, and there's a Home Alone sequence in there. It was a really fun movie that I enjoyed quite a bit. So yeah, I mean, I think you know, I probably would have guessed when this movie came out, it was heading that direction just for how popular it was and how much it kind of took off. So yeah, I'm all for it.
Chris?
Yeah, same thing. I mean, I'm just echo what Brad said. I don't have a lot to add, but kind of the same feeling. I mean, I thought the first one was a lot of fun. I also did not see it in theaters. It was a little bit after. Can't remember exactly when, but definitely had a lot of fun with it. And yeah, I'm excited for the next chat. Not overly excited, you know, but I'll definitely check it out. But kind of the same thing. I kind of thought they were gonna probably head toward that toward a sequel after the popularity of the first one. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it too. Anything David Harbour, I am absolutely on board of. And as watching that first trailer of the first Violent Night, I was really intrigued by it, but I just felt like, you know, this is just going to be a silly Christmas action movie. Like, you know, nothing too
Which
like,
it
you know,
is.
yeah, which it absolutely is, but it actually brought a hell of a lot more than I ever anticipated for this movie being on a violence scale. So that's kind of like, in a way, it's kind of like a horror movie in its own right, or at least thriller, because, you know, horror and thriller go hand in hand on that. So yeah, I'm very excited for it. I cannot wait for Christmas time in 2026.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And Eli Cortez reminding everybody to slash that like button and subscribe to this awesome channel. Especially, we just need one more subscriber for 1,600 subscribers. That would be awesome to do. And just a quick little side note, we also got our new TikTok available now. Good Real Hunting is officially back on TikTok. And one of our videos is actually over 100,000 views right now. So I could not be more thrilled. So hey, and we are only just getting started. So like, we'll post a highlight from this stream onto that TikTok. So a lot of fun things going on that TikTok here in the future. So gentlemen, anything else about Violent Night 2 and Saint Nick?
I think I'm content with it, man.
All right, Chris.
I think we're good, man. Saint Nick.
Oh.
Saint Dick. That's a different movie. Sorry.
Come on.
Move on, dude. Move on.
Yeah, let's please move on. It. So our next one we've got is Silent Night, Deadly Night, the remake news. We definitely got some release date news on that. It's going to have a December the 12th release of 2025. So December, you get to enjoy yourself a good old-fashioned Christmas horror movie. And this is a remake, which is directed by Mike P. Nelson, who did Wrong Turn of 2021 with Charlotte Vega in it. I very much enjoyed. I'm not sure what anybody else thinks of the newer Wrong Turn movie. And of course, it's going to star Ronan Campbell, which we all know him from Halloween Ends. He's going to be playing Billy. And then we got Ruby Modine playing a character named Pamela, and she's famous for her role as the villain of Happy Death Days 1 and 2. where she got to play that villain. So I'm going to ask the same question. Chris, we'll start with you this time. Are you excited for this remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night, and have you seen the original?
I have not seen the original. Actually, maybe I have, but I will tell you there's a different remake that I'm more excited in, and Brooks kind of actually pointed this out here. Now, Silent Queef, Deadly Queef. This is one that piques my interest just a little bit more. It's an interesting style of remake, but looking forward to that one.
Have you ever heard the theme song for that, or like how the first couple of lyrics go for it?
Let's hear it.
No.
Silent Queef, Deadly Queef. All was calm, not for long. So that's all the lyrics I heard about. So
honestly, this is one, and we talked about this before. Earlier. I don't know.
Here, push back. I can't hear you.
Hold on, sweetheart. I feel like I've seen. Is this on Shudder? I feel like I have seen this, but it's not like popping in my fucking brain. Maybe I haven't seen this, dude. I don't think I have. Honestly, I'm looking at the poster of it now. I don't think I have seen this. I was thinking of something else the whole time. So no, this will be a new experience for me. So what was the thing on? It doesn't matter. On Shudder that came out a couple years ago, where the Santa was trying to kill everyone. What was that?
Santa's Sleigh, Bill Goldberg.
Oh no, I thought it was Christmas Bloody Christmas.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, Christmas Bloody Christmas. That's what it was.
Yeah,
so I was getting that confused with this. So no, I retract everything. I haven't seen this. So looking forward to it, and therefore looking forward to the sequel, just based on the fact that I haven't seen this yet.
Or the remake, yeah. So it's definitely just going to be a straight-on remake. So, we're going to continue the craze of the remakes in the horror genre we've been seeing as of late. But Brad, It's not garbage day for this one, but we might get garbage day in the future. What are your thoughts about all this?
Garbage day is a good day. You know, if you're somebody who likes garbage. I don't know anything about this, the original movie, really. I never saw it. I mean, I've seen the clips and stuff, but I never really saw it. So I'm not particularly excited for the remake. That being said, Corey Cunningham's there. I'm there. So I'll check it out and see what I think about it. It'll probably be my introduction to this whole concept of Silent Night, Deadly Night, because I doubt I'll see the original before then.
Oh man, dude! Like, I plan on I'll definitely do like a review for it before it drops and all that, because I remember watching the original for the first time. The concept is absolutely fun. It takes a little time. It gets slow in order to get to what we all want to do, is Killer Santa. So hopefully, maybe in this remake, they might try to make that middle part of the movie a little bit more entertaining, and fix a couple of things. Still still use the blueprint and respect what came before the original, but also just try to be your own fun remake self as well. But I'm looking forward to it, especially with Ronan Campbell in it, because I would think he's also a perfect casting choice, as Davey brought up here. And then I'm bring up Blu-ray's comment about Christmas Bloody Christmas real quick, saying it was awesome. Yeah, it was awesome when it came out. But yeah, I still gotta rewatch it again to see if I still like it. So
I think it's a fun time.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, dude, so much fun. And we also got Denise, who just joined us. What's going on there, Denise? Happy Thursday. This is Thursday as we're recording this particular podcast episode of Final Cut. So what's going on there, Denise? So all right. That is all I got for that one, unless if you gentlemen want to add anything.
No, I feel good about it.
Yeah.
All right. So perfect. Let me go ahead and mark that off, and we're going to get to our next big topic here. Brian, I know you're going to be very excited for this one, so I'm definitely letting you go first on these thoughts. The Saw franchise, and a little update on that. I had a bunch of notes down, but now it's official as of yesterday that Blumhouse has officially bought its share of the Saw franchise. Lionsgate still the main 50 has the 50% of the rights and everything, but with Blumhouse finally getting Saw back, James Wan and Leah Whannell are also going to be coming back to the Saw franchise to work on a project together too. So very exciting news on the Saw franchise. So Brad, Saul, you're a big fan of the franchise. So what do you think of all this? Do you think Blumhouse is going to fuck things up?
No, I don't. I feel good about it. I mean, I'm just excited to get more Saul. As much, I mean, Saul 10 was my second favorite in the franchise. I'd like to see them continue that. Obviously, I don't think they're going that direction anymore, but I'm excited to see more Saul movies. I love the hell out of it. But more importantly than that, it's not just Blumhouse is going to, it's James Wan is going to as well.
True.
Yeah, the Atomic Monster, whatever his production company is called, something like that.
Yeah, that's correct.
And he made a post yesterday or today. That was, I think it was yesterday, where he was pumped up to be back in creative control of the Saw franchise. And yeah, so he's really excited to be a part of it. Lee Whannell going to be a part of it as well. So yeah, it should be really cool. And I mean, I know he's not going to like direct anything or anything probably, but just to see where they go with it, I'm interested.
Nice, Chris. Anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, it's kind of the same feeling. I mean, I see it all over the chat over here, where everyone, Blumhouse is really kind of taking a massive shit as far as their content has been concerned over the past year or two. They've been putting out absolute dumpster fires, but the fact that James Wan has anything at all to say about it, it intrigues me. So I'll at least, I'll see it. Whatever they come out with next, Saw 11, if it's a reboot, whatever it might be, if James Wan's involved, I'll at least go and check it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out as well, especially if James Wan to come back, because I've been begging for James Wan to come back for the Conjuring franchise. For some reason, he just wants to be just a producer of it. And I was like, well, I don't want you to be the producer. I want you to actually be the director, because this last chapter of the Conjuring, before we go to some phase 2 of it, but no, I am happy that it's going to be attached to the Saw franchise. Ashton actually stole my joke in the chat that Bumhouse, I kind of treat them like the horror version of Disney, where they're just buying freaking everything, and it pisses me off because they'll put their own little twist on it, and their twist on things is not the best thing in the world right now. So I just miss where Bumhouse used to make like their original fun horror movie, PG-13 horror movies, like Happy Death Day, and
Which should have been rated R.
Yeah, which should have been rated R,
Amen.
but yeah, and Freaky, which I thought that was a really well done horror movie as well. So like, I wish they went back to that versus just buying all of these popular entities and trying to put their twist on it, because apparently it always shows. Brad, I know you and I did appreciate of Halloween Ends. Blumhouse didn't do a good job, in my opinion.
Listen, if it wasn't for Blumhouse, we would have never had our presence graced by Halloween Ends and Corey Cunningham. So I'm happy with it. It's a good trilogy. I mean, I think that trilogy could have been a lot worse, and I think overall it turned out pretty good.
Hey, can I call a timeout here for just half a second? And just out of curiosity, I just want to know if it's me. Brad, do you hear Birdie's? Is his audio lagging, or is it me?
No, I've heard it. I've heard it too. I was wondering if it was myself.
Shit.
Okay. And this is the first.
I realized that on one of my podcast recordings, I was audio issued the fuck out.
Well, if this is going to be the first one that you're going to put out for audio, I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You sound like shit. I don't know what the thing is.
Well,
no. I'm not trying to be like an asshole.
No,
I'm just saying,
no. I want to do things the right way. So if I go back, if I don't like it, then we'll scrap the podcast version of it. And we'll figure it out.
Whatever you just did seemed to really fix the problem.
I'm thinking it's this that wasn't just sticked in all the way. Just stick it in there, stick it good.
Yeah, if it's not in all the way, dude, nobody's having any fun. Okay, we're not playing just the tip here. Let's get it all the way in there.
All right. So do I sound better now?
100%.
I think so. Yeah,
all right.
I think so. We'll see as it goes along.
All right. So let me know, chat, if you all experience the same thing, because again, I want to make sure we do all this correct, especially on my end, because I'm usually the one that fucks up.
Still kind of lagging
So,
a little bit there at the end there.
son of a bitch.
But I
Okay,
don't
I'm
know what it
actually I'm gonna just take myself off here. But talk
Why don't you get
about
yourself off?
okay, well,
You're gonna get yourself off right now?
dadgummit. But no, how about you all talk about a potential of Saul doing a hard reboot? Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, we can
Okay.
talk about this. Chris, you got thoughts?
I mean, if James Wan is involved, I mean, we have to look at it like this. Tobin Bell is already however old that he is,
Like
right?
80.
Yeah, they can only go so far with Tobin Bell. So it seems, but the original Saw came out in what, 2002? I want
Yeah.
to say
2001?
2001.
2004.
2004 is right. Yeah, 2004.
Okay. My apologies. So, either way, over 20 years ago. So if they decided to reboot the whole thing, I'm not sure, given the 10 movies that have come before, they could be as creative and surprising with it as they did, in 2004. But I would be there if James Wan either had a hand in writing or producing. If he had a say so in it, I mean, I would be willing to go and watch it.
Yep.
Otherwise, I don't know. Brad, would you rather see a
Here's what I'll
sort
say.
of okay?
I think, yeah. I mean, obviously you're not going to have Tobin Bell, really. I mean, he could maybe do one more movie. I don't know if you want to start a whole franchise on some dude that can only do one more movie. Probably. I'm just saying that Clint Eastwood might still be out there, making movies and stuff, but you never know. And he's like 90, so it's possible.
Well, that's what I meant. A whole new Jigsaw, but
yeah. So I think you kind of have to do that reboot and kind of do what they try to do with Spiral, and that's kind of give it a new, modern vibe, a little bit, a little bit of a different direction. I don't, but do it better than Spiral did. But here's what James Wan has to say. I mentioned yesterday he had a post that came out. I'll read it real quick. He posted this on Facebook. He says, "Can't believe after more than 20 years, I'm creatively heading back to Saw. The first movie holds a special place in my heart. It's where Lee and I began our Hollywood journey. Coming back to this world with a fresh perspective is both thrilling and deeply personal. For me, this will mark a significant creative return to the franchise for the first time since its early days, and I'm very much looking forward to embracing the original spirit whilst pushing the legacy forward in a bold and unexpected ways." I like what he says here. Pumps me up. I'd like to get back to the spirit of the original movie and kind of do that and see where they can go with it.
And that's what I think. Instead of like a direct remake or whatever, like you were talking about, if they could find some way to tie into the series, like Spiral, made an attempt to do, and they found a way to tie in, but continue it, but find a way to push it in a different direction. That would be ideal, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I'm back.
Are you better than ever?
Yeah, I'm better than ever because my damn microphone went to the speakers right here on the AirPods versus the actual Yeti.
That's what it was.
Okay,
so I think I'm officially back, so I should be sounding loud and crystal clear now.
Yeah, you sound great
sexy now. You sound really good.
Right.
Yeah, this is definitely better than before.
So sorry to the podcasters. If there's some audio issues, I'll tune myself out just to make sure we keep going smooth, because these gentlemen are kicking ass with their opinions so far and their thoughts. And the last one, because Blu-ray actually brought up an interesting question. I could also see them maybe making a Saw TV series. Are you all down for a Saw TV series? Because I would love it for each episode to be one individual trap to go behind a character study.
Yeah, I'd love the idea to do Saw as a series at this point. We've seen it, Chris said it, we got 10 movies already. And they've kind of rebooted it a time or two, and it didn't really, land as well as we'd hoped. But I think you give this thing new legs by making it a series. You could explore all kinds of different things, and it would be really, really cool to see, I think.
Mm-hmm. It would be cool. And given that the success of like Saw 10, where we kind of go back and see a little bit, and like, if you remember, the early installments are all about the traps and the death, and then as we go on, we get to see a little bit more of Jigsaw's backstory, right? As the as the installments go along. And so if we started from scratch and we were able to explore both the traps and then a little bit of Jigsaw's backstory to go along with the investigation, right? So that's like three different primary viewpoints you have to start a series with. You keep that going, man. That's awesome. Yeah, that'd be great television.
Yeah, and especially with Brad, what's the detective's name in part 5?
Hoffman?
Strong.
Yeah. Strong.
Oh,
yeah,
Strong.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine if like
Ham.
Knew it started with an S though.
No, it's pork.
No, it's pork. But no, Strombo, like if you could get a detective character like Strom that's entertaining in some way that you want to get behind as the front runner to chase down Jigsaw in this TV series, I think that could be a lot of fun, because I feel like that's the heavy positive in part 5 is the cat and mouse game between Strom and Jigsaw.
Yeah, I love the whole Strom storyline. I know a lot of people kind of hate on the middle movies there, 4 and 5 and all that. And there, there's some of the weaker installments, sure, but I love the Strom stuff for sure. All that stuff with him involved in 4 and 5 is great.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. So real quickly before I think we are close to wrapping up this section here, Billy Judd, what's going on there, Billy Judd? How are you doing? Hopefully all is going well with you. And I can't tell the difference between Strom and Hoffman. I got face blindness with those dudes.
Yeah,
dude, at the beginning,
you're not wrong, man. When I saw those in theaters, I was like, "Is that not the same fucking guy that we just saw?" But correct me if I'm wrong. I think Hoffman is the guy that he's a little bit more David Hasselhoff, and Strom is like the John Hamm, which I assume is why you got confused. Strom is the guy that pokes the hole in his neck, right, and survives at the end of 4. Yeah,
super smart.
Or maybe that was 5. Was that 5?
That was 5. That was
5. Yeah. Because it was actually one of the cool traps in the franchise is the square box with the water and everything. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
So at first it's easy to confuse Hoffman and Strom, but eventually it's clear. Yeah, because who's the ugliest? And that's Hoffman with the punchable face. So
yeah. But I will say, first time I saw it though, I was just like I was as lost as last year's Easter egg, man.
Does anybody feel like Hoffman maybe resembles a real life Quagmire? I mean, kind of, yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, like.
Oh God, Davey, you calm yourself right there. White people, man, they all look the same. Bullshit. Okay,
heard that.
There's a little truth to that. But anyways, so gentlemen, anything else about the Saw franchise you just want to say about the Saw franchise?
Looking forward to it. We'll see what they do.
Mm-hmm. Brett?
I'm all set, man.
Nice. Okay, so let's go ahead into some more exciting news, in my opinion. No, I'm just kidding. It's not more exciting, but I am definitely excited for some reason. Ma's coming back. Our favorite psycho mother in the horror genre, back from, I believe, 2019. It's been that long ago, because I remember me and Brad were talking about it for one scene in particular, Brad in the bedroom with Ma. Yeah. So,
wait, about the bedroom, or you guys were talking about it in the bedroom?
Hey, Brad, do you want to say?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
No,
I can answer those kinds of questions around here.
No, especially not on podcasting where it's out there in the ether forever. But anyways, let me get to some Ma 2 news here. Blumhouse did announce that Ma 2 is officially in the works to coming back, with Octavia Spencer is going to be returning as Ma. And just some facts about the original Ma from 2019. It grossed over more than $60 million on a $5 million production cost, which to me, that is freaking incredible. See, that is what Blumhouse needs to do. They just need to do these original movies on a low budget and make a shit ton of money. Like, it's not a hard thing to do. So,
Yeah.
Are y'all excited for Ma 2 and for the return of Octavia Spencer? Brad, you win. So, Chris, what about you?
This is a weird one. I saw this one in theaters, and I can't remember who exactly wanted to watch this, but I saw it with them, and I think it was a worthwhile kind of thriller. It was a good horror venture for Octavia Spencer, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know that it really needs a sequel. I don't know. I would have to really be sold on the trailer for this one to really go see it in theaters. I would still watch it like at home on streaming and everything, but I don't know, man. I'm kind of like even kill on this one.
Hey, it's a party at Ma's house.
There's a party. If you're talking about like what Davey said, if all white people looking the same, you should have saw that face paint job they did in the movie. From that trailer, like holy shit.
Oh, from Ma?
Yeah, do you remember that scene where she just loses her shit and got all the kids on the couch and everything?
Yeah, I do.
God, man,
I remember that
that's
scene.
crazy. God, it's crazy. But Brad, before I get to your thoughts real quick, Byron asked, will Ma 2 come out in 2026 or most likely in 2027? Well, since it just got announced that it is like it's just like it's in the works right now. They're not anything in like pre-production work just yet. So my good guess would be the year 2027. I bet you it'd even be a perfect January movie, in my opinion.
Yeah, January makes sense. Now, I mean, Blumhouse can crank out a movie real quick, man. They can.
That is very true.
They could certainly pump it out before next year. But I think January 26 or 27 sounds like a good time for it. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm. But what about Ma, Brad? Are you excited for Ma to come back in your life?
I mean, I think it's kind of a fun. I mean, I don't think I've seen the movie one time. I never really desired to go back and watch it again. But I do love Octavia Spencer, and seeing her just play this batshit crazy party at Ma's house kind of character where she's just bringing all the kiddos to her house to play with her toes. Yeah, I mean, that excites me. So yeah, I mean, she's fun to see in that role. Even like it probably won't be a theater watch for me, but I might I'll check it out when it drops on Peacock or whatever. So yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, you gotta love the good old Peacock to save you a trip to the movie theater. But yeah, I'm excited for this because I do remember enjoying the first movie, even though the first movie legitimately so many times have just made me say the words "what the fuck." But that's not a bad thing. That actually be a good thing because I'm very interested of what the fuckness is going on in this movie. And Octavia Spencer, loved her ever since she got fucked up by Michael Myers and Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. And just have her own movie, as she did a great job in this, of how talented of an actress she is. I am absolutely excited to have Ma back in my life, so we can party.
Did you ever see The Help? She was phenomenal in The Help.
Was that the one where she won the Best Supporting Actress? Because I saw somewhere. Actually, I got the article right here.
Yeah.
Was it that movie?
That movie won a lot of awards, I think, nominated at least.
Yeah, it was really good, and she was
nice.
Great in it. Her and Viola Davis. Yeah.
So I just remember I got all these articles up. So let me just get rid of some.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Jamie knows. Eat my shit. You just did.
Oh man, you all ain't right. But anything else before we get to the topic that I am sure you two would absolutely love to talk about?
I don't think so, man. I mean, like we said, I think we'll both watch Ma when it comes out, but no overexcitement. I don't think for either one of us.
All righty. Well, I bet you all the excitement is going to go to this announcement here. There's been a tease going around from Amanda. My God, I just had her name. Seyfried, thank you, because I was definitely going to butcher the shit out of that. No, I'm just going to call her Amanda. Amanda's been doing some teasing as of late about a Jennifer's Body 2, which, as you all know, that the Jennifer's Body has indeed been taking a oh my gosh, what's the phrase where a particular group of people are really liking a movie?
A giant ship.
Correct.
Oh,
Well, we could go with erect. I think that
Okay.
I don't think Chris has any objection to that with anything that's erect.
Yeah.
But just
He's a damn
just
erection
a
expert.
second. Hey, it's a second wave. Let's call it that. Let's call it a second wave. You know, breaking through barriers, finally finding its true audience. That is it for Jennifer's Body 2. And I got some quotes here by both Megan Fox and Amanda Seyfried. Seyfried, because it says Seyfried. Amanda says, and I quote, I think we're making another one. I didn't confirm it. I said, I think we're working on it. So there's no official green light yet. They're just like in the, the comment like, hey, let's just talk about it, but nothing like to greenlit it and all that. And then Diablo Cody expressed some optimism about the potential sequel as well, because Diablo Cody was a part of the movie Lisa Frankenstein, and Cody tried to use that movie to try to get that push for a Jennifer's Body too. Like, hey, this movie succeeded. Maybe we can go back onto the table of the idea of Jennifer's Body 2. And then Megan Fox even showed some interest by quoting, I don't think it's a horror movie to make a sequel to. I mean, they should make it into a TV series. That would be cool. So I guess my first question is going to be, would you rather want a movie or a TV show if indeed they were to do Jennifer's Body 2?
You know what? I'll just let Brad, you take the lead here, bud.
Yeah, I'm very interested what Brad's got to say.
I don't really have a preference per se, because I wouldn't consider myself a major fan of the first Jennifer's Body. Of course, I don't really remember it. I remember watching it, but then I was like, that wasn't good. I'm never going to watch it again. Again, that was a long time ago. That was probably back when it came out. So I don't know. My opinion may change if I watch it again, but maybe not. Either way, I don't care. I guess a movie, because that would be shorter. So give me that.
Mm-hmm.
I would tend to agree on that route. I'm not a huge lover of the first one. I think it's fine. I mean, it's a fun little rigmarole, but it's not something that I revisit frequently, and not something that I think really yeah, it's just one of those things. It's like, I just don't know why you would make a sequel. I mean, just to go back and revisit. I mean, I think everything in the story is in the first one. So I can't help but feel like if they make a sequel in any regard, it's just for the sake of making a sequel, not like because there's something more to be had with the story.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, I mean, I would still check it out if it was. I would wait to see what other people said.
Yeah. I love the first Jennifer's Body. Like, I think it's absolutely great. It's just, unfortunately, it kind of suffered for the fact that the marketing was absolutely dreadful, and they pushed it towards the wrong group of the audience. That's kind of like what hurt Jennifer's Body when it first released. I believe in the year of 2014 is when it got released. Or no, excuse me, 2009. I believe 2009 was the year, because it was those late 2000s where Megan Fox got the hot train for Transformers and those movies like that, where she got her popularity. Oak Ridge, Tennessee. But yeah, but I'm excited. But I'm actually excited for it, just because, like, yes, I know how the movie ends, and how in the world how in the world can you even do a sequel to this movie with how they ended it in Jennifer's Body? But I think, like someone mentioned it, that just do where Amanda is just a demon hunter, just traveling the road. And I think that since, like, Jennifer, it's kind of weird at the end, it's like Jennifer's like demoness is part of Amanda, or Needy. That's the character's name, is Needy, and Needy got those powers. Maybe can she see like maybe a Megan Fox ghost, or just like, just somebody there like playing a mind trick in her head, and it's like she's there but she's not there for anybody else. So I think it can actually be done. Does it really need to happen? No. But will I watch it if it does happen? Absolutely.
Now, I wouldn't mind to see a Megan Fox ghost anytime.
Well, I think that Rosie actually had
we see a Megan
a
Fox
good
robot, but now we can maybe see a Megan Fox ghost.
Or robot
See, I
ghost.
think that. Do you guys remember what happened with Charlize Theron in Monster? Right, she had all those prosthetics on, right, to make her look like Eileen Wuornos. I think we do something similar to that with Megan Fox. And Rosie actually had a good idea. Jennifer, I'm actually going to take it a step further. I think we just call the sequel Jennifer's Saggier Tits.
Oh,
And let's just keep it pushing with the first. Listen, it only makes sense. We're 20, whatever. By the time it comes out, it's going to be 20 years later. It can only be reason
H2O.
that. Hey, J2O.
Yeah, J2O. J2O.
I mean, it doesn't really coincide with a known element, but
timid ass,
whatever.
Saggy sons of bitches. Dadgummit, you are hurtful. God, so we better end it at that. Anything else on Jennifer's body too before you all just decide just to wreck her?
Golly, is anybody a graphic designer? If we could just get a shirt with Megan Fox, just super saggy tits, and with the logo of H2O, but it just says J2O. That would be fucking awesome, dude.
Right there. That's it. We're just gonna move on.
I'd buy that
for some reason. If you ever watch this, I am so sorry, and I think you're great. All saggy tits and all. But anyways, we gotta tackle another big subject here because this is probably one of the big ones that we will talk about tonight. That I'm very curious because we could go into several different directions here, and that is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre bidding war. We have a massive bidding war to get the rights to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And let me get my notes here so I can let y'all know exactly what's going on. Furvey, I believe that's how you say them. Furvey currently is the controller of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre rights since 2017. So those assholes are responsible for the Netflix shithole of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And
can I stop you? This Furvey, can I stop you right there and ask you how that's spelled?
Verve.
Verve.
Fuck. Anyways, because I'm getting ready to butcher the hell out of the next one here. Oh,
I love you so much. I'm so sorry.
But it's anyways. Hey, the next word is going to be even tougher for me to say. Exerbia Films is the current production company for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And as of right now, there are up to 5 to 8 bidding contenders for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise with 4 big standouts. And I'm getting ready to ask you all about them. The first one being Jordan Peele and Monkey Paw Productions. We got JT Molnar, who was the director of the popular movie last year of Strange Darling. Glenn Powell and A24 all working under one roof, so they're all interested in working together on a Texas Chainsaw Massacre film. We got a Taylor Sheridan, part of Yellowstone. And then the last one is Oz Perkins and Neon wants to buy the rights for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So, guess the main question is, who do y'all want to win this bidding war? So, Oh, Chris, go ahead.
Okay. I was just waiting for you to. I mean, I think for me, it's probably, God, it's got to be a toss-up. I would say probably Jordan Peele and Monkey Paw. And it's not that I'm an enormous fan of all of Jordan Peele's work, but I think that the guy understands horror, and I think that would be the safest hands for it to go to. Now, the case could also be made for Glenn Powell and A24. If you had just said A24 without Glenn Powell, I don't know what the fuck he has to do with it, but
well, he could be a good main character because he's got those Texas vibes and everything for a main character needs to have.
He's too pretty. I don't know. I mean, he's too pretty for it. Yeah.
Hey, if you can feel it,
slay it.
Don't.
I said if you can feel it.
you can slay it, and then fucking just a chainsaw on his back. If that happens in the open scene, then maybe I would watch it. And I love Glenn Powell. I'm just saying he's just too pretty to be in that world.
But no, but wouldn't that be the thing? It's just to have Glenn Powell in it do some kind of big scene like that, just like Samuel L. Jackson and Deep Blue Sea, and all of a sudden Leatherface just comes in and just fucking just slices him in half, and his body just folds like this.
Yeah, I mean
that would be so fucking legendary. So I just kind of want to pick them just for the potential of that happening.
I think Glenn Powell would be a cool bad guy in the movie, one of the family members, because he's you wouldn't expect him because he looks.
If he wants to branch out and do that, then that could really be something. So is that the way that you're going, Brad? You're going to go Ace
really lures. He could be like that. He could be that charming cousin that just lures him in. Just lures him right in.
Do you think A24 then, Brad?
No, that's not who I would want to win, but I would be interested to see what they came up with. I would go for Oz Perkins, man. Kind of bringing, we saw how much evil was pouring off the screen in Longlegs the whole movie. From a cinema standpoint, that was great. You could do that same kind of vibe with the Texas Chainsaw and make it work, I think, and it'd be really cool. And I think it matches like those crime scenes in Longlegs too. I'm thinking it was like that kind of stuff vibes in with what Leatherface is doing. So I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I can vibe with that.
You know what, man? See, this is tough because like Neon is all about the blood and everything, and just it being weird. So I'm kind of on the side of Oz Perkins and Neon for me. Just because, again, with Oz Perkins just knowing how to create just an unsettling atmosphere with Longlegs, and with his upcoming movie of Weapons, like just creating that uncomfortable atmosphere. And if you combine that with the Texas heat and the icon like Leatherface on that top corner right there, like I think he is the best person for the job, in my opinion. I also like Zodiac C's comment here saying Rob Zombie's Texas Chainsaw Massacre would be great. He loves that property. But I feel like sort of we kind of already got that with the House of a Thousand Corpses in a way.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely same kind of vibe for sure. Easily comparable. Absolutely. I do think this guy up here, Leatherface, looks like he's about to go tear up a butthole or something, like look at him right
man.
there.
It's like a direct eye contact when you first see him out in the middle of the field, just dropping a big deuce after eating that good old grandpa chili. I mean, you just have that direct eye contact. He's like,
I think it looks more like that guy that comes up and makes eye contact with you after cunnilingus, and he says, "Did you come?"
Oh my!
I'm so sorry.
Actually, who would actually be better? We shouldn't be doing another Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. We should be doing the Georgia Leaf Blower movie.
Yeah, that was the Georgia Leaf Blower Massacre. That's a doozy.
Yeah.
And that was the other time that I got AIDS.
That's right.
Well, it happens. Like
that was the second time I got herpes.
Yeah, second time I got herpes. But yeah, Davey agrees with Brad. I think Oz's camera work could make Texas Chainsaw Massacre creepy and greedy again. That's the thing too. I just want just a grimy, nasty Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. Nothing like that bullshit we got in on Netflix, because I definitely do not like that interpretation. And Brad, what your favorite part of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre has always been about the family aspect of it. Would you like for them to revisit that again, or just be fully about Leatherface?
No. Every time they try to do something fully Leatherface, it fails. It's not good. The family's a big part of what makes this whole thing creepy. And their use of Leatherface as a tool of death, and he might not even know what the fuck he's doing. He's just out there running around, chopping people up, doing what Gramps wants him to do. The family is really the evil thing behind all of this. That is the true villain of the franchise. And that, absolutely. I think that's a critical part of what they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Echo that 1,000%, man. There's no getting around it. You can't, it doesn't work without the family dynamic and how fucked up they are, which, to be fair, is why, Rob Zombie would be such a great curator of this, if you will, because that's just what he does in all his movies, right? You know what we talked about.
I know. Sorry, I'm just imagining in my
Oh.
head that freaking dinner scene if they remake the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, if Rob Zombie did, they're at that dinner scene, and then we got, I'm all broken up over here, bitch. I can't eat.
Honestly, that's
perfect.
ripped straight from a family dinner scene of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So there's no denying that that's his whole vibe right there. So that's why he would be so perfect to do it.
Leatherface, I'll crawl over there and skull fuck the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to call him leather ass. Now he's leather face.
I
ass.
was about to say,
get
that's
in here,
not
boy.
a face on it. I said, that's not a face on his face. It's an ass face.
But dude,
You
yeah,
can
Rob
legitimately
Zombie.
go,
I'm an ass man. Anyway, he could literally though. I mean, we talked about it, but House of 1,000 Corpses is pretty much a remake of Texas Chainsaw. You got Tawny down there, fucking stumps in the basement, locked up, which is basically your Leatherface, but the family runs everything. And you think about the 2003
chat
remake.
acting like they don't know what that lingus is, bud.
oh my god,
Lingus Young, baby.
Let's see here. The last question I did have for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, would you want for it just to be a movie, or do you rather it to be a TV series? Because we got that popularity of horror icons getting their own TV series. So do you think Leatherface needs to join that, or we just need to play the safe game of just a movie?
I would probably rather see this in. I think for me, this is probably one property that deserves to be in movie form. I'm not saying that it couldn't work in a series form, but I think this is something that is just should be just a sort of an isolated experience with a group of people and the family. It works better that way, I think. What do you think, Brad?
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's such a, how much can you do with it in a series? Is what I ask. And you could make a season out of it. I think where a family stumbles into town, and you kind of start with the family, and kind of you get the false sense that they might be good, kind of like they did with Sheriff Hoyt there in the remake and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You could do it, but I think it's such a simple story that a movie is just fine. It doesn't need any kind of crazy deep dive or anything like that. Just a good movie to set this franchise back on the right track.
Well, it's also one of those things like where this is an instance where you want to know just enough about the family and things like that, just for it to be creepy, right? You don't want to know the whole backstory. You don't need all these episodes to go into these different characters of the family and things like that, right? It's more of like the mystery sort of adds a little. You want to know just enough, and that's good enough. I think anyway.
Yeah, I just think we just need a movie. So not just to add on to it, just like we need a movie. I think a TV series could be good for maybe 1 8-episode series, but like what necessarily would you do that hasn't really been told in this franchise? So give me a movie, just play it safe. Byron asked you, Brad, or just to tell you, Brad, give me a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a new movie with a Ty West behind it from X meets Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 2003. That would be an interesting mashup.
Yeah, I love it, dude. I think that's that. Both of those movies were kind of X was inspired by Texas Chainsaw. Obviously, Texas Chainsaw is remaking it. But yeah, I think that's definitely the vibe you want to go with for sure.
Yeah,
and Ty West would be great.
Absolutely. And Blu-ray brings up a good point too, that there are just so many shows coming out that are based on the movies. Cape Fear, Alien Earth, which I'm excited for that one. Hostel, Crystal Lake, which we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Carrie, The Burbs are all TV shows that were announced. And hey, don't forget the Amazon series of Carrie with Mike Flanagan. So much coming out. So I do agree that that's why it needs to be played safe and just go just straight to the theater at the movies.
Well, to be fair, Birdie, he put Carrie in there.
Oh.
You said don't forget about Carrie, and Carrie was involved in the list that he provided.
It's already there.
I don't see
It's
it.
true. It's right there. Crystal Lake in the Burbs, right there. But anyway.
Oh shit! Yeah, there it is. Sorry, I thought that said Crystal Lake series, not Crystal. God, I'm such an idiot. What a loser I am.
No, it's all good. Saul Goodman. Saul
So-
Goodman.
Saul Goodman.
Saul Goodman. You over the line.
But all of those sound like very, very interesting. And I too am excited for Alien Earth. I don't know, man. At this point, I feel like Carrie has been done over and over again. We know the story. I don't know what else they can add by turning
Mike
it into a
Flanagan will
series.
find a way. He knows how to
Mike
make this book into something.
Yeah, I think if anybody can do anything with Carrie, it would be him.
So,
I'm cautiously optimistic.
So, gentlemen, anything else on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre bidding war? If any other updates, I'll post a TikTok video about it. So, anything else?
I'm just excited about it, man.
Yeah.
Null and void.
And I hope for great things for Texas Chainsaw Massacre because I feel like that's the one franchise that doesn't do Leatherface justice, with the exception of the remake and the original. But other than that, Leatherface has had a rough time within his own franchise. So, Leatherface, we're pulling for you, no matter who gets your rights. So, real quickly, 28 years later came out today, as per this recording on the podcast and on our live stream we're doing right now here. And I got a chance to see this earlier. So before I just say a little bit of things about it, what about you, Jim? Are you excited for this?
Yeah, I actually just rewatched 28 Days Later, which I had not seen in a bit. It's been kind of hard to get a hold of. And I used to have the DVD, but tried to pull it out a week or so ago and could not find it. So I don't know what the fuck's up with that. But
you check Pluto TV. That's where I found it.
I did. Yeah, I ended up watching it on Pluto. I watched 28 Weeks a week or so ago, and then went back and revisited 28 Days. Saw this when it came out in theaters, actually, oddly enough, 28 Days Later. Saw them both. And so, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. So probably going to check it out this weekend.
Nice. Brad, any thoughts about 28 Years Later?
I'm pretty stoked for it, man, to be honest with you. I don't know when I'll get a chance to see it, but I love 28 Days Later, and I think Week is good too. But this one, I've heard nothing but great things about, and can't wait to see it. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Nice. So, I got a chance to rewatch all the movies. 28 Days Later, it's a classic zombie movie. Cillian Murphy, Naomi Harris were absolutely great in that movie. 28 Weeks Later, I actually thought that I've seen that movie before, but it actually turned out the first couple of minutes of that movie, I have never seen 28 Weeks Later. So that was a surprise to watch that. Really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was really damn good. So I was excited to jump into 28 Years Later, even though I still wonder where the hell 28 months later is at. Where is it? Where is 28 months later? But that's okay. We still got 28 years later. And I saw it today. And unfortunately for me, I was disappointed in it. I did feel like after all the 20 plus years of waiting for that movie to get back onto the big screen, I just think it had some good ideas, and then it got away with those ideas for like the second half of the movie. So unfortunately for me, I was disappointed in it. Why was I disappointed? You'll have to check out the YouTube video I drop for it tomorrow and drop it on the podcast to hear my full thoughts about 28 years later. But the main thing I'll just tell you about it, I walked away disappointed.
Very sad to hear that. Very sad.
Yeah, I was sad too because I enjoyed the other two. So it's just like this one, and this is supposed to be the first of a trilogy. Not a good start.
Well, let me ask this question. Could it be that you were disappointed in it because it is just the first act of a trilogy? And you're only getting...
It very well could be because of that, because it was just maybe just that's a movie just setting up a story and all that. But like, if you're going to still, and I don't mind that, it's just like you got to be entertaining at some point. And I felt like that's what it really lacked was the entertainment.
Okay.
So,
Very
but
sad.
the acting was phenomenal in it. Like Ralph Fiennes did a great job. Aaron Taylor Johnson did a great job. The kid actor in this movie did a really good job. I thought he did the best job in this movie. And of course, Judy Comer, she did a really good job as well. So I'm a big fan of Judy as an actress. So the acting was not the problem. I thought it was just the written, like just the written story of this. And go ahead, make fun of me. Damn it. Make fun of me, Chris. I heard that.
I didn't say. Listen. All I said was Jody. Her name is Jody. But that's neither
Did
here
I
nor
say
there.
Judy accidentally?
Yeah.
Thank you, Judy.
Son of a bitch. But yeah, Davey, me and Braden were let down. Yeah, Braden was kind of in the same camp that I was on this one too. So again, I hopefully that if anybody does watch 28 Years Later, hopefully you all find a good time in that movie. I really do hope that. If not, then you could just join the club that me and Braden are in. So we will love to have you. So just little thoughts about 28 years later. And we got to go back to Camp Crystal Lake now because we got some cast updates on this one. So let me get my list here for the Camp Crystal Lake TV series by A24. Going to be releasing on the Peacock. And our current cast right now, we got, and Chris, this is where you're gonna have a lot of fun, buddy. So hold on tight.
Let's go.
We got Linda Cardellini, going to be casted as Pamela Voorhees, which again, perfect casting choice in my opinion. I think she's going to do a phenomenal job with that. And also, if that was currently casted, was a William Catlett, and he's going to be playing a character called Le'Veon Brooks, and it is undetermined exactly what that character is going to do for the show. They're just keeping that under wraps at the moment.
Could it be based on Le'Veon Bell?
Oh my god! Hey, he would be very fucking entertaining in that series. I'll tell you that for sure. So let's see here. Yeah, buddy, Zodiac. There you go. And so
Camp
now,
Crystal Meth.
Oh, hey, Camp Crystal Meth. God, imagine Rob Zombie did that movie because he would definitely. Oh, wait a minute. Where the hell? There we go. So here's the newest cast that got announced for Camp Crystal Lake. We got Devin Kessler, who was a part of a thing called Godfather of Harlem. Devin Kessler is going to be playing a character named Brianna Brooks. Then we got Cameron Scogins. From Shades of Blue, Nashville is going to be playing a character named Dorf. And then we got Gwendolyn Sundstrom playing a character named Grace, where she legit came out of nowhere. So this is like her first big thing that she's ever done in her acting career. So I guess just my question, any thoughts about these new cast announcements?
I'm just wondering who's going to play Ralph more so than anything. That's what I want to know.
Who's going to be the crazy guy in the closet,
Eating all the snacks.
Naked on a beanbag eating Cheetos.
That's what we want to fucking know. But I don't have an opinion one way or the other. I mean, I think Linda Cardellini is a fantastic choice. Excited for her. Excited for the whole thing. I'm sure they'll do it right.
Mm-hmm. And
I hope
Billy
anyway.
Judd, that's a great question too. Who's going to play Eli Voorhees? That is $1 million question right there. And maybe they're saving that in their back pocket before it's time to release it.
William Forsythe.
Also, I don't know if you guys know or not, but Brooke released her OnlyFans account on here. Camp Crystal Cake.
Oh my god!
There we go.
I think there are OnlyFans near you. But man, no, I'll tell you who should play Ralph. William Dafoe coming out of that closet going, you not be fond of my snacks.
Honestly, I think
you're all doomed.
I think he would slay that role, dude, if they put him in there. Willem Dafoe.
I just want to see some William Dafoe in my life, man.
Just fucking
that guy's a national treasure.
Being in the closet and then popping up on the guy, the scene before that when he's asking for a ride, or no, he's warning the kids or whatever. What does he say?
He's
like,
you're
doomed. You're doomed. Yeah, I can see like, you're doomed, and he has you're doomed of me, lobster.
I was like, where do we get lobster at a freaking Camp Crystal Lake? What the hell? But no, it's just William Dafoe would be great. And plus, I also heard William Dafoe is a somewhat of a scientist himself. William Dafoe can do everything. So I don't care. Blu-ray. See here. According to IMDb, Nancy Nagroentois cast as Kay Christie.
I like it.
Oh, God damn it, Blu-ray. You just typed that in there because you knew Birdie was going to try to pronounce it.
Who says twas? Hey,
the French, Birdie. That's who says that.
Hey, twas that good attempt?
Twa.
Comment c'est toi? But real quickly, Matt Fauci from Fauci Cinema. What's going on there, man? How are you doing? Gents, good to see you. Sexiness on screen.
Hey.
Dude, it's good seeing you, my friend.
Always good
Cheers,
to see
brother.
you. Always good to see you, man.
So, I don't have too much thoughts on this cast announcement. It's just meh to me. It's just what's the disappointing thing is they announced it on the legit Friday the 13th, which was last week, as per the recording of this live stream and podcast episode. So are you all just disappointed that this was indeed what we called the big news that Friday the 13th released on Friday the 13th? Because I feel like this is the second year in a row where they have disappointed us with bad news or with not as exciting news.
I would say I'm excited because they actually have casting done, right? So that means that we're moving forward with a new show. So I wasn't looking for a bunch of big names to be encapsulated in this. So I just think that the fact that they're actually casting people means that it's moving forward, and therefore I'm excited because I'm excited for the project in general.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I think it's a good thing because, like you said, it was like 2 years ago when they announced it. It seems like might have been.
Yeah, and it went through a couple of rigmaroles, right? A couple of ups and downs where like it changed hands or whatever.
They lost the showrunner. And
bless you.
Anyway, so we're good now though, and it looks like it's moving forward. So I'm stoked about it, man.
Yeah, and I'm definitely stoked about it. Like Chris, I didn't actually think about that point that you mentioned about that they're actually casting people. Because when you cast people, you know it's greenlit and it's going in the right direction. And from my understanding, I'm pretty sure they said this was going to be an 8-episode series for the first season with like 3 different directors. So actually, I think I got the article right here. So let me just take a little.
I'm good with it, man.
Let me take a gander real quick. Michael Lennox is doing episodes 101 through 103. Logan George is doing episodes 104 to 106. And Quinn Tran is doing the last 2 episodes with 107 and 108.
Quinn Tran?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know any of these people.
Me either.
But
I don't know.
But yeah,
love the names, but never heard of them, so I'm not sure. But I'm still excited.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm definitely excited too. And Davey's saying that they were set to start filming yesterday, but I'm still bummed that we haven't gotten a logo or a picture of the campsite or anything. Yeah, and you thought that would be like the big thing that they would release on a big Friday the 13th, the only Friday the 13th of 2025. So yeah, I was disappointed in that too. But don't worry, Davey. Like Chris said, we got a cast coming in, so everything is going in a positive direction. I'm one of those. It's just don't throw all your eggs in one basket this early on in the game. Wait till we get closer. So, someone answered a question. Zodiac C said Quinn Tran, Rampage Jackson.
One of my favorite fighters of all time.
Oh, okay. There we go. And then Blu-ray says the director of the HBO Max show, The Pit, is directing an episode of Crystal Lake. Oh, there we go. So it must have been one of those 3 that I mentioned. So there we go.
Hey, man, The Pit was a phenomenal show. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It was fantastic. Not even my kind of show. I just kind of jumped in and I went the full way with her. You know what I mean?
So, but I will tell you this though. I am excited for the bear starting season 4 next week on Hulu, releasing all
Yes,
their
chef.
episodes. So I know what I'll be doing. Sorry, Brad, I'm taking a little break from Survivor so I can watch The Bear, but I promise you I'll hop right back on it.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah, it's got to.
always there. It's always there waiting for you.
Always.
Season 3 was kind of a lull.
All 50 seasons.
In The Bear, if anyone's is anyone in the chat is familiar, I felt like season 3 was a little bit of a lull. Not that it was a bad season.
It was a little bit of a letdown.
It was just kind of like the anxiety induced tension of the first 2 seasons was kind of lacking in season 3. So
yeah, and I always felt like it was a part.
Still liked it though.
It's like the best friend season, like just to up his character work and everything. I can't remember his character. It's been like last year since I watched The Bear, all of it. So I kind of am a little forgetful on the characters' names. It's the guy that's playing Grimm and the Fantastic Four as the Thing.
Oh yeah. Richie.
Yeah, so Richie. I felt like season 3 was all about Richie and with his character growth and everything. So yeah, maybe if they can just go back to what made the first 2 seasons work. Yeah, I'm already getting ahead of myself because we're supposed to save that for a different segment here. So there's a little sneak peek of what we are watching. So anything else on Camp Crystal Lake?
None to be had, bud.
None to be had. Okay. I'm pulling up my next note here just because I got to read a synopsis on this one. But it's a little new horror movie coming out. It's called Shelby Oaks. If anybody is a part of the YouTube game community and watches big time YouTubers, you should absolutely know who the guy on the top right corner of our screen, if you are watching with us live, that is Chris Stuckmann, who is a famous YouTube reviewer for a lot of his videos. He's making a horror movie called Shelby Oaks, and it's getting an October the 3rd release date in the movie theater. And that's a big thing right there because it is going to the theater because Neon actually got some kind of supplied Stuckmann with some additional funds to shoot new material after picking up the movie last year. And guess what they worked on? Upgraded violence and gore, and they are going to be sticking with practical effects. So lots of practical effect work is going to be done in this movie. Mike Flanagan is an executive producer on this film, so that is very telling that even Mike Flanagan believes in this project. See here. Derek Mears, to my surprisement, Derek Mears got casted in an undisclosed role in this movie. So I was very surprised to see Derek Mears to be in the movie like this. So that is exciting stuff. So let me read the synopsis of this movie real quick, just to see if I can sell anybody on this movie.
Because he's Shelby Oaks. I knew that kid. I bought a bag of weed off him one time in high school. Shelby Oaks.
Yeah, well, it's not a biopic. It's a movie.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but let me find it here. Okay, here we go. Shot as a traditional feature, but with some elements of found footage, Shelby Oaks is a horror film about missing paranormal investigators, the paranormal paranoids, the dark legacy they uncovered, and the far-reaching effects their investigation has as Mia searches for her sister Riley, the lead paranormal investigator 12 years later. As Mia uncovers new and disturbing leads related to Riley's disappearance, she uncovers evidence of a hidden supernatural evil dating all the way back to her and Riley's childhood. So that is the synopsis. So the question I got to ask you all is, did I sell you for you all wanting to check out this horror movie by Chris Stuckmann?
Yeah, I mean, I was already excited about it back when he announced it. I remember when he did. I think it's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can come up with and do. And I'm glad to see it getting a lot of attention too. So I think that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely check it out. I don't think I'll even have the opportunity to see it in theaters, but I'll check it out when it comes to streaming. It definitely.
Oh, I'll definitely check it out too. And Dave even brought up a point that there is been a trend lately, kind of like where YouTubers are actually slowly making their way through Hollywood as directors. Because the fellas that did the movie Talk to Me, which I'm not going to mispronounce those names because I like them too much. But they were
I think
YouTubers.
one of them was Jack Niehoff. Is that right?
Yeah,
no,
definitely.
that is the porn version of Talk to Me. That's called Talk Dirty to Me, only on OnlyFans. But
the Philippou brothers is what you're talking about. Raka Raka.
Philippou.
Yeah, that was their YouTube channel, Raka Raka.
Yeah, but which they directed Talk to Me. That was one of their original movies that they had, and then they got the funds to actually make it a full-length feature, and one of the actual best horror movies that got released 2 years ago. So there's been a slow trend that these YouTubers are finally getting an audience and getting opportunities in Hollywood, and hopefully maybe Chris Stuckmann, if he can make this movie succeed, can be one of those new ones. So I'm excited for it. I'll be there day one in the movie theater. And plus, it's October, baby. I got to get my horror movies in, especially in the movie theater. And let's see here. Shelby Oaks was filmed back in 2022. I'm glad it finally has a release date. I'm looking forward to checking it out. I'm looking forward to it too. And again, when Neon got the rights to that movie, they gave Chris Stuckmann more funds to bloody it up a little bit for a Neon movie. So very excited. I can't wait.
They're adding more blood and stuff to it now, doing reshoots.
More blood.
If they're doing reshoots, we're gonna have ourselves probably a Jesse Plemons situation from Breaking Bad, where some of the characters just aren't quite the same as they were before. Just because,
El Camino, baby.
Yeah.
So, alrighty. Well, that is for Shelby Oaks, and our last topic before we just do some little bit chilling with the last couple of things. We got a big birthday tomorrow, gentlemen. Big birthday. 50 years of Jaws. June the 20th of 1975. This golden reel came to our life. Steven Spielberg's Jaws.
I thought you were talking about 5 years since my mom got her tits done, and I was like, let's just not even go there, dude. I'm glad it's Jaws.
Yeah, definitely Jaws. So we're very excited about that. So any thoughts about one of the great or the greatest shark movie of all time?
Let me tell you something, Birdie. 1,013 men went into the water. 180 men came out. I can't remember the numbers. I really should know the numbers at this point. I've seen that movie so many fucking times. Well, someone in the chat, tell me what are the numbers? How many men went into the water and how many men came out?
Well, Chris, I'll just tell you that I'll give you a cheers real quick. Here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
All right. Cheers to that. What are you drinking over there? Is that Pink Whitney?
No, it's not Pink Whitney. It's
what is it?
Watermelon lemonade.
Oh, you fucking letdown. You
what for people are with their pumpkin spice in October? I'm summertime with my watermelon. Like,
okay, man.
Love it. Love it.
Brad, do you know off the top of your head how many men went into the water and how many men came out?
I can't tell you how many men went in the water and how many men came out.
Hang on, I know somebody that'll know right now. Hang on.
I'm not seeing anyone in the chat right now, but while Chris is looking, Brad, any thoughts about the great shark movie of all time?
I mean, I love the movie. I think it's awesome that it's 50 years old. It still holds up. Still one of the best looking shark movies we've ever seen, if not the best. They just never were able to, do it like they did back then. But yeah, I think it's cool to see. I think the latest 4K that came out, oh man, it looks glorious, and it's always a good movie to celebrate.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely going to be watching it tomorrow. I definitely think it's the king of shark movies. And of course, we got to praise Jaws for what it really is and what it really did. Not just for horror movies, but also just for movies in the history of film. It created the whole term of blockbuster, summer blockbuster. So that's, Chris, I got your answer here. 1,100 men went into the water and 316 came out.
Wow. Damn it, Brooke. I should have known you would know. 1,100 men went into the water. 316 men came out.
So, Chris, to go back to your thoughts about Jaws.
It's one of my favorites of all time. And one of the most effective, you know, I mean, I think it goes into the category of horror in a lot of people's books, but I don't know, man. I mean, I guess, you know, at the end of the day, it's horror. I always just kind of see it as sort of like a summer thriller type of thing. But I will say this much: for the past maybe 10 years, before summer is over, I will watch Jaws. It's sort of a little, I always call it a ritual, tradition that I do. I watch it every year, once a year.
Oh, hell yeah. So, hey, tomorrow will be the best time to watch it. So, Brad's been experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties. He will be back with us shortly, I believe, or hope so.
Yeah.
So, we'll keep you an update on that. So,
Well,
but yeah,
he sent me a message and said his nipples were too hard and he has
to take a little breather. Just put some
Yeah,
ice on there. Like,
No, not that. Heating pad. We want to get them down. Too hard, I said. So just a little bit light maintenance.
I thought we were doing a Ricky Bobby here. Like, are we about to get it on? Because I'm just as hard as Diamond in the Freezer or whatever that. I need to rewatch Talladega Nights. But the last question I have for this particular topic is: do you think Jaws is Steven Spielberg's greatest film?
That's tough. No.
Because I'll tell you, I'm on Team Jurassic Park.
See, I love both of those.
Oh, I love both too, but if you ask me which one impacted me more as a kid, it was Jurassic Park.
Well, are we talking about impacted you, or what is your favorite? What do you think is like
My
his
favorite
magnum
Steven
opus?
Spielberg of all the movies Steven Spielberg has ever done in his directing career. Do you think Jaws is his like if you just say right now that if he died today, which I hope he doesn't, but if he did, the one movie that represents
I think
his
that he would
entire
probably
legacy.
I think that he would be remembered more for Jaws. My personal favorite, I think is, and this is just not based on technical ability or anything like that. I mean, I think it's probably Raiders of the Lost Ark, but that's just me.
That's bold, man. Yeah, you're the one to talk. You had Racing Arizona beat freaking Raiders of the Lost Ark, so I don't want to hear jack shit about Raiders of the Lost Ark with you.
We're only talking about Spielberg, though. If you're going to introduce the Coen brothers into the conversation, then we've got something else to talk about.
Speaking of the Coen brothers, when I was watching a trailer for a movie that's coming out around August, I say from the team I bring the Coen brothers. I'm like, fuck you, Coen brothers. Even though it has Aubrey Plaza in it, so I got to go see it. But
he's fucking tainted against the Coen brothers for all time now, dude.
Oh god! But Brad, what about you over there? Do you think Jaws is Steven Spielberg's like prized possession, like his best work, or is there another movie of Steven Spielberg you think is just better?
I think it's probably the case, but I think personally, I like Catch Me If You Can probably the most. I mean, that's one of my favorites.
Ooh, that's right.
That he had done. So there's probably movies on the list that I prefer. I mean, I love Jaws, but I just don't. I mean, I would say I probably still revisit Jaws more than any of the others. So that's probably true.
That's what I said, Jamie. I mean, I think he'll be remembered for Jaws, but I like Raiders of the Lost Ark. And Catch Me If You Can is also up there, and
Jurassic Park, maybe.
Yeah, Jurassic Park. I mean, I also think that both E.T. and Close Encounters are just absolutely phenomenal. Two of the best like alien movies that have ever been made. So I mean, his filmography is just so expansive that it's really hard to kind of pinpoint one thing, you know.
And me and Brad's buddy Cole is saying, "Nah, Saving Private Ryan."
That's a great one too.
Yeah, that was my original answer. But then I was like, well, as much as effective as Saving Private Ryan is, I still like Raiders of the Lost Ark a little bit more.
So anything else about just anything else you just want to say before Jaws, before we just lay back for the last couple of bits?
I don't think so, man. I think we're good.
All righty. Brad, you good?
I feel good about it, man. I feel really good about it.
Alrighty. You always feel good
There's
about
at some point Netflix Cujo movie coming out. Just wanted to throw that out there real quick because that could be interesting.
Dude, anything Cujo should be a good remake, especially with the technology advances. So absolutely. So now we're just in a segment. We're just going to be chilling for the last two segments. The first one being what we watching. So pretty much, I'm just going to ask the question: what we been watching lately?
Oh, Survivor mostly. A little bit of Amazing Race.
Ooh, I need to watch Amazing Race because I just hear always good things about that show.
Yeah, that's we've been just watching things when we can. I haven't seen a lot of movies. I saw Mission Impossible. But that's really I haven't seen anything at home even in a minute other than just kind of mindless TV or whatever.
There you go, Chris. Anything with you? What you been watching?
Well, definitely caught the last 28 weeks flicks over the last 2 weeks. Was chilling the other day and actually the dumbest fucking thing of all time. But I watched the Bad Thoughts, which is the Tom Segura series that has come out. I don't know if anyone listens to the Tom Segura podcast, Your Mom's House or Two Bears, One Cave. He's a very famous comedian. I don't know if you may.
That sounds dirty.
Yeah, is into that or not? But he had a series come out called Bad Thoughts, where he sort of plays as Steven Seagal. Has a little it's like a parody of Steven Seagal, which is funny because Steven Seagal and his entire existence is a parody of himself these days. But went back and watched a couple of Steven Seagal movies, and they are so over the top serious for the 90s that they're hilarious now. Highly recommend if you get the chance to watch On Deadly Ground, that Steven Seagal directed and starred in. And it even has like a phenomenal cast. Like Michael Caine is in there, for fuck's sake, Sir Michael Caine. It's just hilarious. It's just so over the top that it's crazy. So watched a couple of those, but as far as like really good TV, did watch Mobland with Tom Hardy. Obviously, I watch anything with Tom Hardy.
Nice.
I enjoyed that quite a bit. I thought that was really, really good.
So
Mobland was in there. Outside of that, no, not a lot else, man.
All right. What I've been watching, Brad has got me on the Survivor train, so I've so far have watched 2 seasons of Survivor, and I'm on currently season 1. Which, Brad, you were right; those first couple of seasons are going to be rough until we finally get to like the actual funness when they figure everything out. But yeah, I did spend time, and I did watch 28 days later, 28 weeks later, and today, as of June the 19th. Which happy Juneteenth, everybody. Is I did watch 28 Years Later. And then I've been watching a lot of baseball lately, the Men's World Series of all that. And I also watched Ballerina while I was on vacation too, and I really enjoyed that one as well with De Armas because I think she nailed it, badass chick. And other than that, that's all I've been watching.
I dig it, Brady.
Yeah, so that is our segment for what we are watching. Let us know in the comment section what you are watching because we're always finding stuff to watch on here. And then to close everything out, we got to play a little game. And this week I come up with the game. So I gotta okay, it's there. So anyways, this particular game that I chose for you all to play today is the Rotten Tomato prediction battle. So what that is I'm going to be providing a horror movie, and your all's job is to guess the closest to the Rotten Tomato
Oh yeah, I'm good at this.
audience score. It has
Oh,
to
audience
be the
score.
audience score,
Oh,
not the critic score, because the critics don't know what they're talking about when it comes to the horror genre. So
dude,
this
if it was
is-
audience, if it was critics, I would get it right on the money. Every
I
time.
kind of figured that too.
Right on
that
the
you
money.
pay attention to the critics more than you do the audience. So this is just going to be from the audience. And here's the little twist. Here's the twist. You ready? If you get the exact what, Chris?
Huh? Nothing. What are you talking about, dude? I'm ready. I'm fully prepared.
You always
I'm hard as a
laughing
rock.
at me. You always laughing.
I was not laughing at you. It had nothing to do with you.
Well, anyways, it's got to be the closest to the right answer without going over. If you do that, you get a point. And if the first one to 5 points will win, unless if you picked one of these and it's exactly the right answer, you automatically win. Because that's how little faith I have you all in predicting an actual right answer to this.
Okay.
Hit me with it, Chewy.
So
I'm ready to get started.
the first one is on a Rotten Tomato audience scale, Jennifer's Body.
Shit. Who goes first?
Let's go first.
Chris, you can go first on this one.
76.
Okay, Brad.
I'll take 75 then.
And you are both absolutely wrong because as of earlier this week research, it showed 36%.
Woo, technically, I was closer.
Well, without going over.
Oh shit! Damn it!
Okay.
Price is wrong.
So no point on that.
Price is wrong, bitch. Okay.
So number 2, Ma. What was Ma's rating on the Rotten Tomato audience score?
I'll go first this time. I want to go with a 37.
42.
37 to the 42. The correct answer is 64. Chris is the closest one to
Are
it
you
without
fucking
going
kidding?
over. So Chris gets a point. So I'm just keeping a score
so
real
shocked.
quick. About how high it is, or you actually got that right?
Both.
So, question number 3. Violent Night.
It's my turn.
First.
Your
turn
turn now. Okay. Violent Night.
Audience
me
score.
Audience score. 71.
I'll take a 72 then.
All right. And the answer is 88%. So Brad gets it
Damn.
with 72%. He decided to $1 your ass, Chris.
All right. Damn.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew
Alright,
it was
so-
over under, and I took the over that time.
So we got a tie ball game right now. So number 4, the original Silent Night, Deadly Night. And this is, let's see here. Chris, Brad, you go first.
Can you remind us both what year that came out?
I believe that came out in 1980. It's either 1980 or 1984.
Okay.
Give me a 24.
I will take 56.
Jamie says 1984. So Brad, what was your answer one more time?
What did I say? A 24?
24, I think you said. And Chris, you said 56.
I did.
All right. The correct answer is 40%. So Brad
Wow.
gets a point.
Bum, 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 bum.
All right. Funny enough, we've talked about this next movie I'm getting ready to mention. Excuse me. Saw
Bless me.
5. So Chris, you
Saw
get to go
5,
first
okay.
quickly.
Saw 5.
Audience score.
Audience score for Saw 5. Give me 68.
Okay.
I'm going to take like a 12.
A 12. Damn, that's really low, Brad. You have no faith that the people don't love Saw 5?
Not a lot, no.
Well,
Plus, it's
Even Blu-ray said 12%. That's pretty odd. In fact, both of y'all said 12%. And Chris, you say in the 60s. The correct answer is 52%. Which Brooke actually came the closest. She said 50%, but it's 52%. So Brad gets another point. And Brad, you just need 2 more correct answers, my friend.
Oh yeah, I got this. I feel good about it.
His cheating ass over there. He's looking them up.
No, if he's cheating,
I'm not anywhere close.
Here's the deal. Well, here's the deal. If he cheated, he would have just done the automatic victory one. But here we go. Number 6 here. This is called Texas Chainsaw. So this is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D.
I'll take 33.
Now, what can you tell me what year did this come out? Because I'm not familiar. Is this the last one that came out, or is it the one?
I want to say 2013, but let me check here.
Oh, okay, so it's a little bit. Okay. What was the last one called? Oh, the last one was called Leatherface.
Damn, I should do that game. I'm badass at that game. It's 2013.
Okay.
So Davey's saying 8%, Blu-ray's saying 6%. So what was your answer, Chris?
I was gonna say 5.
You're gonna say 5, and Brad, what was your answer?
33.
33, and the correct answer is 40%. So Brad,
who fucking voted that 40%? That's so stupid. Okay.
So Brad, only 1 more point, my friend. So best of luck to you. So the 7th one I got here, it is 28 weeks later.
Okay.
So, Chris, this will be your go.
I just went last time.
I went last time first.
You did?
Brad went last
time.
Yeah.
28 weeks
later.
Give me 28 weeks later. See, I don't think this one is such a failure.
And while you're thinking about it, wow. Meanwhile, Friday the 13th Part 3 can't crack 10%. Like,
dude, I know that movie gets no love by critics or audience on there.
Hey, man, it does for me. I love the fucking thing. 28 weeks later, though, Birdie, give me 77%.
77%. Brad, where are you going to go with here?
I guess I'll probably go 78.
77 to the 78, and the correct answer is 66%. So you're both over.
Damn. I'm basically making it.
All right. So we took care of all of our topic ones here, but we talked about the night. So I had to go a little bit out of the wild park on some of this here. So Jamie, I still see you in there. Jamie helped out, picked one of these movies here. So we're going to go with hers for this next one. And Brad, for the potential win, Wild at Heart is a David Lynch movie starring Nicolas Cage and Laura Dern. So, Brad, you go.
Give me 66. I don't know the movie, but I'll take 66.
Chris?
66. Okay, so he's 66. Give me 75.
75 to Brad. You said what one more time?
66.
66 to 75. And the correct answer is 81%. So Chris gets the point. Chris is finally back on the board. All right, so let's go with to me, I think a little bit of an underrated horror movie remake, even though a lot of people are not the biggest fan on it. So this one is When a Stranger Calls remake in the mid 2000s. So this is let's see here. Hey, Chris, your go.
Give me My Stranger Calls. Not that great. Audience score though. Audience score. Keep that in mind. Okay. Give me 69.
Damn. I guess I'll take like a 30.
30 to Chris's 60, and the correct answer is Brad wins. It was 43%.
Damn. I thought the audience really liked that one, but I haven't seen that one in such a
No,
long
they
time.
absolutely disgraced that movie.
Oh,
Damn,
really?
Brooke came actually closer, saying 42%. So, damn, good
Yeah.
thing y'all ain't playing Brooke.
Seriously.
So, Brad, you will get the first official game victory and final cut. And I had two more, so we can quick scan through this real quick. Do y'all remember a little movie called The Roommates with Minka Kelly?
No.
I don't think so.
If y'all want to take a guess, on that one.
What year did it come out?
Hang
on, let me vet that real quick.
No, I got you.
The Roommate. Okay, yeah, you do it, so I'm not accused of cheating.
Damn cheater.
The Roommate, 2011.
2011. I'm gonna say 47%.
You're gonna say 47%. Brad, what do you say?
Give me a 27.
No fucking shit.
Did I get it?
27%.
Nice.
Of course, Brad's gonna fucking do that. It's exactly 27%. And then
he's better at the rating, man.
And then I had a secret tiebreaker just in case. It's 1984's A Christmas Carol.
Give me like a 94. No, give me like a 98.
Chris?
88.
75%.
Woo!
So
well, I guess we both went over, so nobody got that point. So
yeah. So, but Brad, you are the overall victor. So that would mean that you, for the next time we do a final cut episode, you're going to be one to coming up with a game for me and Chris to play.
Sounds like a sexy good time.
Yes, sir. So that is our game segment. So we are officially dead and done on this particular first episode of Final Cut. So, gentlemen, anything else you would like to say before we close out this live stream and podcast episode?
I don't think so, man. I just want to say, Brad, it's good to have you back, dude. We love you. We missed you. I just want to say that. That's all.
It's good to be back. I'm pumped to be here. I had a lot of fun tonight with this show, and it was great. It's awesome to be back.
Sorry,
yes, sir. And then what we're doing next week, we don't know yet. We might talk that over the weekend. But remember, this is a new era. So stuff that we've done in the past, this is a brand new ball game. So if we want to revisit Friday the 13th, we absolutely can. We could do whatever the hell we want now. So that's the same thing for tearing it up or just anything we want to do. But we'll talk it over the weekend on what kind of show we would like to do. So keep tuned to that. Again, thank you for everybody listening on podcasts on Spotify, Apple Pod, and Podbean. We appreciate you all listening into our craziness. Hopefully you learned something new from us with all the topics we've talked about tonight. And it would be awesome if you to leave a 5-star review and to say some nice things or even some bad things. So just let us know something so we can improve the segment of Final Cut and just improve Good Will Hunting at all. And if you are listening or watching on the YouTube side of things, we appreciate you. Be sure to like this video, share, and subscribe. And of course, ring that bell for the notifications so you do not miss the next live stream that will be coming to you next Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. So without further ado, we are going to go ahead and log out. We appreciate the podcasters. We appreciate everyone in the chat. And for anyone watching on YouTube after the fact, we appreciate you. And we will see you all next week.
Peace. Hoo-ha!